When I see the Kenyans being a Kenyan, when I see the Kenyans go on the streets to strike, I think it is the work of the devil. Because if you are sacrificing to have a better government, are we sure this process is going to work for us to get a better government? If you are sacrificing our lives and even fighting on the roads and hurting other people because you want a better government to come in place, have we put in place the mechanisms that are going to give us a better government? Or are we going to cause it to be worse for the people who are suffering, the children to go hungry, the children not to go to school, people to lose the little jobs they're getting and the little amount of money they're getting for nothing or even for something worse? We have seen governments where people went against their leaders without having a proper mechanism turn to turmoil. They have had to be helped by other people from other countries to bring peace, but that did not secure their economy. I know there are many things that to be aggravated about. There is no food. Some people have no jobs. And many people are sleeping without food. They are going hungry. They cannot afford the school fees for their children. But can we sit down? Can we come together with leaders? Even if they are not political leaders, we can come together with even those leaders who are religious leaders and come up with a solution on that is alternative, that we can offer to the government and say, this is the alternative solution we have and this is what we want to work. They can deliberate on it. But if we choose to go the way of demonstrations without having a properly planned mechanism for putting in place things in order so that we can find a solution, it is a loss. You fight. What if you win? Okay, maybe you might win. Maybe you might topple the government. But how are you going to bring in another government? Are they going to allow you to rule? So it might even be just a game of this government fighting this other government, and then at the end, what will we have? What will we have if we fight each other without having a direct way of I don't even know how to say this. I just hope you can understand on yourself. And for those who can pray for this nation. It's time for campaigns for peace. You know, during the time of elections, people speak about peace, their campaigns about peace. But this time, the devil tricked us in a different way. He waited for a while. You talk about peace. But now, after the elections, now we are planning violence again. So violence is violence, whether it's during the time of election or after some time after election. The violence that you are trying to inflict on this nation is not going to solve the problem that you are facing. It is us coming together and reasoning. Every person being engaged, the leaders of companies, the businessmen, the people, the leaders of the religious leaders, the political leaders, all of them have to sit on the table and plan for a way forward. The manifestos have not worked the way they were expected to work, so Kenyans have lost hope. The hope has to be written again. We have to have a goal. We have to have a new manifesto that is agreeable by the people. And then as the Kenyans regain the hope, at least we can work. As for the government, I'll just ask you to stop bullying things around just because you have all the necessary tools that you can force people to do whatever you want. Think fast. If this nation gets destroyed, you will have nothing to gain. As the president, your legacy will be a poor legacy. As the leaders, the little you are getting right now, you lose it all. So better enjoy the little you are getting than decide something much bigger that will cause you to lose everything else. So both sides, before you act, think. Huwa wanasema usitupe mbachao kwa mswada upitao. Don't leave this Kenya that we have, both the citizens, for something that you hope you'll get and you've not yet gotten it. Maybe after even these things succeed, maybe if you say if this is going to succeed, whatever it is, if this demonstration are going to succeed, at the end of it all, are you sure the cost of living will go down. Government, you might lose, the people in government might lose, and the people who are not in government, who are fighting for something better, might also lose. Hiyo ndo tunaita kutupamba chao kwa mswada upitao. Let us hold on this Kenya that we have and try to build it into something that we want. As for me, I say, do away with the demonstrations. May God help us.